I'm Mimi Stillman. I'm a flutist, soloist, chamber musician, and Yamaha performing artist. I love my Yamaha flutes, so I'm really delighted that Yamaha has asked me to try some of their new models that they just launched in the intermediate level. I have here a 362 flute, which has a silver head joint and a silver plated body, and a 462 flute, which is all silver. There are different upgrades, especially the fact that they have just put in pointed key arms over the former Y key arms that were used. These are right over here on the keys that you don't actually put your fingers on, but what these new pointed key arms do is more accurately and evenly distribute the weight over the whole key cup for a better seal. I'm really excited to check out how they sound. Wow, that is a really resonant and beautiful sound for an intermediate flute. When trying flutes, one of the very first things that I check out is the scale, the intonation, to see if a student flutist who might be playing this instrument will pretty easily be able to tune the instrument. Well, for me, that's a very solid scale. I actually, of course, play the Yamaha Professional and Ultra handmade level flutes, but there's a familiarity with the scale throughout, which I find very great for being able to pick up this instrument or work with my students on it. I also like to check out how an instrument responds, and I know this head joint is designed especially for the intermediate player to have greater ease and facility, and then being able to take that to an expressive level. Let me try something lyrical. Okay, very singing sound. I'm going to try tonguing next. Okay, it's pretty easy to tongue. I find it quite responsive. I am going to try the 462 now. This is the solid silver head joint and body. A little added bloom from the material being solid silver, but also quite responsive and easy to work with in terms of the intonation, the scale of the instrument. Okay, I'm doing some tonguing on that one. I'm finding it pretty responsive. I also want to check when trying a new flute how the low notes work in terms of body, because those are tricky for balance. Okay, getting some power there on the low notes, which is pretty impressive on an intermediate flute. I am going to now try some high notes soft to see if this flute affords me with the kind of control that I would need to do that. Always a bit challenging on flute. This is back on the 362, the silver head joint, silver plated body. Wow, so I find that these intermediate flutes respond remarkably well at a whole range of dynamics and techniques needed. I think it is so important for student flutists to have the kind of instrument where they can improve their technique and ultimately make music in the most beautiful and expressive way they can, and I think these are absolutely great. Enjoy your flute playing, everybody. Thanks so much for having me try these flutes.